Hello everyone and welcome back to a bit of Ranked in World of Warships with your very own Aizoku Yamamoto. Yesterday I played 2 battles and those battles were both, they were a bit weird. So in the first battle I didn't really do anything, but we still won and I got a star. And in the second battle I thought, okay, I'm having decent battle influence here, but we lost and I actually lost a star. Now this battle is a bit different and that's why I'd like to showcase this battle as well. Because my problem with ranked is mainly that in order to win, what you need most is simply team play. You need to help your teammates and your teammates need to help you. And in the previous 2 battles, none of that basically, and that's when the whole ranked system falls apart in my opinion. Now in this battle, things went a bit differently, and I think pretty much everyone on our team kind of deserves the win. Maybe some a bit more than others, but as a team we definitely deserve to win this. And if you want to compare teams against each other, I think our team simply played, especially the end of the match, a lot better than the enemy team did. So we're starting to spot the enemy team a bit. I'm trying to go to the flank here, but not the entire team is spotted, so I might face some decent resistance on the 9 and 10 line. We'll have to see about that. I think, okay, I can take a shot at the Thunder. I'm in my Stalingrad at the moment, by the way, and the Stalingrad is next to the Moskva. It's not a tier 10 Russian reward cruiser, and for me this is typically a reason to play ranked to begin with. This is a steel ship, and steel is a resource that you can only obtain by playing clan battles and ranked battles, the competitive game modes. And of course, if you want to get access to these ships, playing clan battles and ranked is very useful. So I always try to do a bit of ranked at least, because in the long run that allows you to get some ships. Stalingrad has very large guns, heavy guns really, and they do pack a punch, as we could see on the volley on the Smolensk there. I won't go into the exact details of the Smolensky, the Stalingrad here, because that's not really what this replay is about. But as we can see here on the DM as well, the ship definitely packs a punch. However, against the DM and the Smolensk, I don't think I will win the engagement, so I feel forced to withdraw here. I'm still being chased by the DM. The Smolensk is starting to fall back after I hit him quite hard, and I managed to hit him again. But as we can see here, the DM is actually pushing up. Now if we look a bit at what our team is doing, because that's of course what's quite important here. Most of our team is sitting around the B cap and just exchanging some fire with the guys over at A. Meanwhile, our Thunderer has taken position behind the C cap and he's more or less to my side. Now I've sort of indicated that I'm in a bit of a gnarly situation here against the DM, and if I could get even the slightest bit of help here against this DM, it would be hugely appreciated. The Thunder itself is in a bit of a nasty position. Down over there we can clearly see however, that he's shooting at the DM and boom, he manages to fully take down the enemy DM in a single volley. Of course, he could have used a shot instead to aim for the enemy Thunderer, and well, we can clearly tell that he's in a nasty situation. But his reasoning must have been, okay, if I take out the DM, he's gone from the match, and I'm not going to take out this Thunderer at once anyway. And that's the kind of reasoning that you should want to see in ranked battles, in clan battles, in any sort of competitive game mode. So now I'm trying to get some shots on the Thunderer, pretty decent hit there, roughly 11,000. I could go for the Smolensk, but the Smolensk is, you know, he's afraid of me already, and he's sitting behind an island. Meanwhile, I do have this Thunderer on pretty much broadside still, and the Große Gulfus now manages to take down the Thunderer, because the Thunderer was trying to angle in against me, but by doing so, he opened up to the Große Gulfus. And that's of course a very good situation. We remove the DM here, and the Thunderer is gone. What I'm trying to do now is to find the enemy Smolensk, who I've hurt quite badly before. Decide to spend the radar on it, hoping that he'd be close enough. But we do take some serious HP off the Smolensk. Pretty decent hit again. Not as hard as the hits before, but we see some cross shots coming in from, I think, the Yoshino. Unfortunately, he misses, but the Smolensk is, yeah, you know, we're dealing with the Smolensk quite well. Now, our Smolensk has actually moved up a bit far here, but what he is doing, I think, is that he can probably deal with this Harugumo, and if he could do that, his position might not be all that bad. In the meantime, I managed to shut down the enemy Smolensk, so that's pretty good, but unfortunately our Smolensk is being cross-shot by the Yamato over here, and he shot the Smolensk, so unfortunately the Smolensk didn't manage to shut down that Harugumo, and that may still be quite problematic. Yeah, so I think at this point the game isn't actually looking all that good. We should be able to focus down this Yamato, the Gulfus, and Yoshino here, but right now they're not even seeing him. And I'm in a position where right now I won't be shooting anything, not for a while at least. I can of course go into the cap here, into the C cap and take it. I'm hoping that the Harugumo won't come back to engage me, because that could be very painful. But we'll see what happens there. Meanwhile, the Yamato is backing up, and the Gulfus and Yoshino are trying to deal with him, but they don't quite manage to shut him down. But if the Yamato backs up too far, I'll have a perfect shot at him. So we'll see what happens there. And you can see that I'll keep to the right side of the C gap in case the Yamato actually pops up there, and I'm planning to go to A anyway, so let's have a look. Enemy Yamato can know that I'm here now, but by the looks of things he won't be able to react to what's going on here. I can simply shoot, and boom, we Citadel and Yamato taken out of the game. So that's pretty good. What is a bit of a problem though is that we still have this entire group here and the Harugumo somewhere around. Right now we're not doing too great. We're in the lead by ships, but the positioning of our team right now is somewhat disputable. I'm kind of out of the match at the moment, can't really hit anything. But the Shimakaze and Yoshino are just trying to torpedo this group, see if they can hit anything, while the Gufus is trying to prevent them from pushing in too hard. And what these guys should do really is try if they can keep the B cap. Would be a shame if the enemy team takes it, so especially focused on the Minotaur. And of course see if they can hurt the Gufus a bit, because the Gufus is quite low HP. So Mino took a very big hit there. I think it was from the Gufus, but it may have been the Yoshino. Minotaur unfortunately shuts down the Yoshino. And right now I'm starting to get some sort of cross shot again, which is good, but these shells don't clear the island. The enemy Minotaur is reduced to nearly no HP, which is very, very good. And we're starting to create a bit more of a crossfire. Zal shuts down the Minotaur, very good stuff there. So great prioritization, and I decided to go for the Yoshino, which is pretty much broadside, or at least he's going to be. I'm hoping that someone else can deal with the Gufus, but I feel like I can deal more damage to the Yoshino right now. So solid hit there. Right now the enemy team is actually still in the lead, at least by points, and they've got 2 caps. They are 1 ship down though. So in this situation I decided, okay, I don't have any shot on the Yoshino, perhaps the Zao does, perhaps the Gufus, but I can hit the enemy Gufus, so I'll just take that shot instead. Now I can go cap and push up. Meanwhile the Gufus on our team is chasing these guys, and the Zao maintains its flanking position. I'm not feeling that the Shimakaze is being too useful. He may have some torpedo hits or whatever, but of course he's probably spotting this Yoshino and Gufus quite well, and that's nice. But in terms of real battle influence, he may not have the biggest role here. I managed to shut down the Yoshino, of course not really down to me that happened, but it's very nice that we managed to also take him down, and at this point we're in the clear. So quite a hard fought battle there, but with some good teamwork, good prioritization, we managed to shut down the enemy team, even though they had a pretty significant lead. I had a pretty good battle here. And when we take a look at the team score, we can see that I definitely did my part of the battle. So yeah, clearly I've dealt a lot of damage, taking the cap, stuff like that. Pretty significant battle influence on my end. But to be fair, if it weren't for the Thunderer who managed to shut down the enemy Des Moines, with a death strike on the first kill there, I really wouldn't have been able to do that. And this kind of team play on the end of the Thunderer, but also by, for instance, the Zao and the positioning from the Ghost of Gufus, that's what really allows you to shine as a team. And then it doesn't really matter what I do. But in this case, our team really worked together really neatly, and then as you deserve to win as a team. And well, as long as ranked is going to be win based, I think this is the kind of place that you'd want to see, much contrary to the previous 2 battles that I showed. And that was it for today, and I will see you all around next time.